Welcome to Retirement with Jim. So tell me, what do you think of Trump's proposed changes to Social Security? So before we get started, if you like my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the like button if you like the video, and leave comments. Love to hear from you. So let's get started. So Trump has a bunch of changes that are in the big beautiful bill, as they call it. And they are changes that, among other things that are in there, changes in Social Security. So taxes, which he talked about taxes and doing away with taxes for seniors for a long time, trying to win over the voters with that. So taxes for seniors is not being taken away. Benefits are still taxable for many based on income level. So forgive me if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes so I don't miss anything. But what he does propose is seniors will see a temporary boost in the standard deduction. A standard deduction will go up to $4,000 for 65 and older. This tax break would apply between 2025 and 2028, so it's not permanent. Excuse me. But not all seniors benefit equally. The standard deduction phases out at $75,000 if you're single, and $150,000 for married couples. So wealthier retirees may see little or no change at all in their tax situation. So most Social Security benefits are still taxable for many. Currently, up to 85% of Social Security benefits are taxable if income exceeds $34,000 if you're single and $44,000 if you're married. And we all know, for those of us that are retired, and for those of you that are going to retire, that's not a lot of money. You take that money along with, what you're going to have from your 401k, because it's probably not much for someone, even like a married couple, to live on $44,000. That's really extremely low. And if you're single, to be only living on $34,000, I just don't think that's doable. Most people would agree with me on that. So Trump is pushing real hard for the Senate to pass this bill. And I think, part of that is, he is hoping to be able to garner some support and some votes from, the 65 plus community, which is well known as a very strong voting bloc. So a lot of the critics say this is a short-term fix and not a long-term solution. So, it's a lot to think about. Is it beneficial? Yeah, who wouldn't want a tax break? Who wouldn't want to be able to regain some money at the end of the year from Uncle Sam and get a tax break on, what you're spending? Now, is it going to help the wealthy? No, but in fairness, the wealthy probably don't need that help. The poor at the bottom end, well, they're probably getting as much of a tax break as they already can. So the largest group this is going to affect is the group that's certainly in the middle, who they stand to gain the most from this. So let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you agree, disagree. I think any kind of a tax break is good. I'll stand on that. But let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. So with that, I'm going to tell you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.